video is in continuation with the last video of FFT. As explained in the last video, if you go back to this slide, you will find the butterflies, or you can say the arrows, moving upward and downward. As also explained previously, the upward arrows are for addition and downward arrows are for subtraction. Here, if we notice that the twiddle factors start from W80 to W87. Now, for n by 2 number of twiddle factors, that is W80, W81, W82, W83, these are all additions. But then when we move beyond n by 2, if you see the characteristics or property of twiddle factor, you can write Wn k plus capital N by 2 is equal to minus Wn to the power k. Is it not? Wn to the power k plus n by 2, that is when the twiddle factor Wn to the power k is greater than n by 2. When k is greater than n by 2, then it can be written as minus of Wn to the power k. So what happens to our FFT? How is our FFT affected by this characteristics of the twiddle factor? That is, here we can write, whenever we have W8 to the power 4, it can be written as minus of W8 to the power 0, because W8 to the power 4 can be written as W8 to the power 0 plus n by 2, that is 4. So we can write this as minus of W8 to the power 0. Similarly, W8 to the power 5 can be written as W8 to the power 2 plus 3. That is, W8 to the power 1 plus 4, that is n by 2. That is, it can be written as minus W8 to the power 1. Similarly, W8 to the power 6 can be written as W8 to the power 2 plus 4, that is minus W8 to the power 2. So that is why I have given you the downgoing signs are for negative subtraction. So what you are doing here, you are only calculating W8 to the power 0 to W8 to the power W8 to the power 3. Next, all the twiddle factors are negative of these twiddle factors. So what is happening is, x of 0 is x even 0 plus W8 to the power 0 x odd 0. But capital X4 would be x even 0 minus of W8 to the power 0 x odd of 0. So the last 4 terms of capital XK will be subtraction. After you multiply with the twiddle factor, it will be subtraction. That is why the lower going arrows and the upper going arrows are for addition for the first 4 values of capital XK. And herein we have to know only the twiddle factors going from W8 to the power 0 to W8 to the power 3. The next are the repetitions with a negative sign. That is why the subtraction, the negative going or the down coming arrows are given. Here we have broken 8-point DFT into 2 times 4-point DFT. Similarly, if we go backward, you can break each of these n by 2 or 4-point DFTs. If we take the number of capital N as 8, the 4-point DFTs can be broken each into again 2-point DFTs. That is, we will have 4 2-point DFTs. Again, similarly, each of the 2-point DFTs can further be broken into 1-point DFT, 1-point DFT, which is actually nothing. For 1-point DFT, you have W2 to the power 0, that is 1. So what we do is only addition and subtraction. That is, you will have x0 and x4, because within this terms also we have to take care of the even and odd parts. For example, when we break this n by 2-point DFT into further 2 times n by 4-point DFT, what we do is x of 0 and x of 4 becomes the even part, and x of 2 and x of 6 becomes the odd part. Then further when we break it between x0 and x4, x0 is the even part, x4 is the odd part. So there is only a single cross between x0 and x4, x2 and x6, x1 and x5, x3 and x7. That is first addition, then subtraction. But after we have multiplied with the twiddle factor, as W20 to the power 0 is 1, it is only addition and subtraction. We will see this by an example. Let us take an example where you are to find an 8-point DFT of xn is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we have seen there is a bit reversal characteristics between the input and the output. In DIT, decimation in time, we take the inputs in a bit reversal form, that is 0, 4, 2, 6, 1, 5, 3, 7. This is the way how we start, and the end result is in sequence, that is capital X0, capital X1, capital X2. In this way we get the result. Now see, as I have told, we start with x0, x4, x2, x6, x1, x5, x3, x7. We have put the values and put a cross between each of the 2 values, because we start with 8 1-point DFTs. And the twiddle factor, as I told you, is because it is a 2-point DFT, W2 to the power 0, which is 1. So the first stage is 1 plus W2 to the power 0 into 5. W2 to the power 0 is 1, that is 1 plus 5 is 6. Then the second result would be x0, that is 1, minus, that is why the downcoming arrow, 1 minus W2 to the power 0, that is 1 into 5. So the answer is minus 4. The third point is 3 plus W2 to the power 0 into 7, that is 10. The fourth point is 3 minus W2 to the power 0 into 7, that is minus 4. In this way we have calculated all the values of the first stage. Similarly, the second stage is a 2-point DFT for 2-point DFTs. In this way, here the twiddle factors are W4 to the power 0 and W4 to the power 1. W4 to the power 0 is again 1, and W4 to the power 1 is minus j, as we have calculated previously. So here the first point would be 6 plus W4 to the power 0, which is 1, into 10, that is 6 plus 10, 16. And the third point would be 6 minus W4 to the power 0 into 10. So 6 minus 10 is minus 4. The second point is minus 4 plus W4 to the power 0 into minus 4. Minus 4 plus W4 to the power 1 into minus 4, that is minus 4 plus J4. And the fourth point is minus 4 minus W4 to the power 1 into minus 4, that is minus 4 minus J of 4. In this way, we have calculated all the values of stage 2. Similarly, we will calculate the values of the third stage, which is the crosses the butterflies are shown here. We will have a cross between small, if you start from the beginning, small x1 and small x of 0. So here also we have calculated all the values, and these are the final result of our DFT. Capital X0, capital X1, capital X2. In this way we have got the result in sequence, and here is the answer. Here the Twiddle factors used are W8 to the power 0, W8 to the power 1, W8 to the power 2, W8 to the power 3. The upgoing arrows are addition and the downcoming are the subtraction. So this overall graph where the crosses will be, which are the points to be considered, has to be memorized, so that you people do not make a mistake in giving the butterflies, in giving the crosses. So thank you class now, and we will meet in a Google Meet session and clarify all the doubts. Thank you.